everybody, my name is Chris, and welcome back to more of The Witcher 3, Blood and Wine. Now, in the last episode, we finally got to really have a good sit-down conversation with Regis, really catch up on things. And, a number of you pointed out that he's from the books, which is really cool. And I know the games differ from the books. They take place afterwards, and they're more based on the books and speculate into further events. But it's cool because so far I like Regis as a character. He's really cool. But we went around, we explored, we read dozens more gravestones, and we became even more mutated. We found the lab, we found the things we needed, the instructions, and turns out that the professor actually accidentally figured out how to further mutations in his process of trying to eliminate them for his son, who was turned into a witcher. So, while that is unfortunate and sad, it works out for us, because now we got a whole other skill tree that I really can't wait to invest in. But been brought up by a number of people, and I hear you. That's why today we're gonna go to Corvo Bianco, because we got the deed to that place, and we have yet to go. And I don't want to just full steam ahead on the main story. We got a lot of side quests, and there's still the notice boards and everything. So we got a lot to do still, So that's what we're going to start with Corvo Bianco in this one. See what that place is like. Apparently it's a vineyard. So, and not just any vineyard, it's like the vineyard. So, it's gonna be cool to see. That's like roaches just hanging out by the bay. Now, so pretty. How far is it? It's far. It's far. Okay, so smart thing to do. Let's just take the signpost. And then Corvo Bianco. I just love the name of it. It sounds fancy. Now, we could go straight to it. I kind of want to... Let's go back here to the Cockatrice Inn and then approach it from the road. That way... No, it's going to feel cool approaching it from a distance. Plus, I don't want to accidentally, trigger something immediately.
Faster.
By fast traveling directly to it, even though we can.
I've always dreamt of traveling to the...
But it's not that far. Oh, that literally is it, huh?
Don't crowd around.
Oh, that's a big space. If that is it. Oh my god, it is. Yo. What? Dang. I mean, it could use some touching up.
Move it.
Could use some touching up for sure. Oof. That's crazy that this was it. And the Bruxo was down there.
Even a horse drops if you ride it at a constant gallop.
Yeah. Alright, shit. That is,
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Faulty. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corvo Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands.
I was gonna say, this man's ready to go. And hell yeah, cool. And he's got experience. 'Cause we don't know what we're doing.
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cut-purse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards.
Oh god.
He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Hey. I could respect that, right? Like, even though he couldn't enjoy it anymore, he was good at it, and so he could at least find the joy in others enjoying it. That's cool.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
Yes. Agreed.
Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
There it is.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Oh?
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
Dang.
Bushel of grapes is more a burden than that steam
Woman with a
of
mission.
yours. But a few drops of wine.
And then the fact that it came...
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
Ah. I feel like we can improve this, right? I mean, she's paying for it all.
Diddly snaps! My back aches something horrid!
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Dare not down some red is a man whose wives like to thump his head.
Alright. It does look nice. It's very lovely.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Marvelous. Truly exquisite. A peacock? Just running around? Alright, cool.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close.
Wow.
The well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all.
Stupid.
When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Wow. He got broken up with and then had a revelation of just pure coincidence. Broke both his legs and then drank the wine to numb the pain.
Monsieur Bolius' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
I'm on board for that. I feel like we should do that. Let's do that. This needs help. Then this whole place needs help. But it's nice. It's still nice the way it is. You know, just always look into the future. This is pretty. Those flowers. Wow.
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
It's a strong name, too. You know, for the guy we have in charge. Barnabas Basil. Love it. It's just crazy that we own the place now. Like, that's such a wild concept.
A few drops of wine, and lo and behold, I see better.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Yeah, gonna get those cobwebs out. Throw all this shit away. Get a door. And yeah, there's hope.
Love, youth, adventure.
Yep.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Damn, fucking MVP. Already cleaned it up and we didn't even know.
With that one, we would stomp till we were red and sweaty.
Y'all live wild lives out here, Bouclair.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly
Soussaint.
stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
True. True. Alright, Barnabas Basil. Going inside? Oh, shit.
And welcome inside.
Ooh.
On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
Heck yeah. Think we can do some renovating? We can actually renovate. I thought that was just like small talk. Just like, oh, it's not bad, but it is what it is. Oh, that's so cool. It's gonna be expensive though, isn't it? It's gonna be expensive. And I see why I had already sold it before a number of people told me maybe don't sell it, but the painting we got from the auction, we could have hung that up in this place, couldn't we? That would have been cool. That would have been pretty cool. Damn.
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Almost decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Everywhere. Seriously. Let's do some work on the house, the grounds. Be nice to improve things. Let's improve the grounds.
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more useful.
Oh, yes. We certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table. A good way to start things off, don't you think?
Yo. That's so cool. I mean, it's small, but it's something.
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
Only 1,000? Oh, that's cheap. Throw it out there. Let's go.
Send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow.
Fantastic.
Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Yeah, let's get an armorer's table while we're at it, too.
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do all that.
Admiral Rompali once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yaruga. I will contact him at once.
Heck yeah.
Good. Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
That's good, that's good. The next day shipping. Love it.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompeli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Oh, 5,000. That's it. I see why we needed a lot of money, but also, let's go. I can afford it.
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state.
Good.
Is there anything else you require, sir?
We'll discuss this later. Rather broach some other topic now.
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redecoration today. But I wanted to ask you something else.
I shall be glad to answer your every question, sir.
Oh, that's about it. Alright, I guess we start there. Whether it can be improved beyond that, we'll see. I'm curious. But just those alone, just adding the grindstone and the armor table, is good. Because that means we can always come back here and sharpen them up. Every time. Sharpen up the swords and harden the armor.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Heck yeah. Well, I guess now, the real question is, do we just wait? Should we wait? Restore Corvo Bianco to its former glory. Alright, so mental picture. This is what it looked like. And I guess we'll do some meditations. I mean, I know the cost of the, what is it, the Witcher set that is in this is crafted at basically master level, which is going to probably be very expensive. And I know got like a good amount of money, but if we really blow through it all, like, I'll go back. I'll get more. It'll be fine. Whatever we need. And I probably should, and it was suggested too, and it's a good point. Like, there's probably a lot of the places of power, like starting back in White Orchard and all the way through, that I should just go get, because they give us skill points. So I wouldn't have to rely purely on levels to get skill points. Levels would be for the armor and being able to use stuff, but for getting skill points for the new skill tree, definitely a good idea. So I might actually very well do that, because it's a good point. Oh man, how's it look? Hey, look at that. It actually looks look at that, the paintings. Wow. It's so nice, and little vines going down both sides. Look at that, the grapes. Oh, whoa, this is nice. History of Corvo Bianco. You know what? I will pick that up. Our table and stuff is down there. That's cool. Okay, hold on.
A witcher. We could use one.
Even from a
around here.
distance, like, it
Full
definitely
fine.
looks a lot better. And then in here, ooh, there it is. Wow, and a nice fire. This is cozy.
Women and chops. The more
This is a place you could hang out.
them, the better they are.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna read that book because I do want to read it. And report to our boy Barnabas. Whoa, hold on. Damn, that looks great. That's for us? The inside. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh, it's so nice. No way. I can put up swords. Hold on. Hold on. This is the bedroom. Do I meditate, or do I just chill? What? There, rest here to gain bonuses. If we rest for at least... If we rest, like right now, we get a vitality increase of 500. And then 5% experience gain during combat. What? Okay. Oh, shit. I can place trophies. You know what? Right in the bedroom. That way, you can always see them. Nope, that's gonna go right there. Okay, okay. Really, I want to put this on the wall somewhere. Trophy-wise, there's a lot of cool options. Because we got the Leshen, we got 2 Leshens. And then what is this? That one, the Fiend. The Fiend was cool. How many can I place before this gets real crazy? Oh, is these different? Are they different trophies? It's trophies that we don't know about yet. Probably. Wow, okay, never mind. We're putting that back. I'm gonna just put all these back. That one, this one, and that one. Hold on to that one. I very much want to put... Very much want to put the Winter's Blade out here. Because it's awesome. And it looks great. And it's rad. All 3 of those. Where is the Earth Sign stuff? You know what? Can I put the poker on the wall? That would be cool. Ah, I can't. Damn it. That would have been cool. Because it's like still red. Still heated up. Oh well. It was worth a check, right? Right? Yeah. I guess it's because it's not a... It's a common item. But then these are common too. But these are probably considered real weapons. But it's my house. I should be able to put whatever I want, wherever I want. It's fine. We're gonna get some... I'll figure out some cool stuff to put up everywhere. Because it's pretty rad. This is cool. I love this. There's a second bedroom. It's not really a bedroom, it's just a bed, but still. I guess I could hang another painting. I could put armor. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Can I put the Unvik armor on there? And then... kind of want to put the Ophiri set on there. And then the wolf armor. Because I think we have 3 stands, so... Cool. Wait, I could place like the whole set? Oh, I didn't think about that. I thought it was just letting me pick armor. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love this. This is cool. Oh, that's so awesome. You just come home and look at it. So we have our cool swords there, our armor's there, Some cool paintings. I gotta get more paintings. I need a lot more paintings. We have so much food. Oh my god. This is a great deal. All we have to do is kill the beast. Oh yeah, wait. Well, actually, technically, we don't have to kill the beast. We just have to stop it. So, if we can figure out some way, this would be good.
Renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
Superbly, sir. General refurbishment has been completed, and I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each upon which you might hang weapons and armor, if you've some pieces you'd like to display. Likewise, I have prepared a few spots in which new paintings might be hung. In other news, the laborers dusting out the cellar have made a most unusual discovery. I believe it's something you'll wish to see.
Oh? Yes, let's go right now.
If you say I should see it, I'll go see it right now, BB.
BB. Interesting. Whoa. Well, this was the turn. You know what? Even rain in Toussaint is nice. It's probably real nice. Alright, hello.
Oh, that hurts. What is it?
Okay, I'm sorry. What'd you guys find?
Strange. Something behind this wall, I think.
That's about right. Just wondering, like, am I supposed to meet up with somebody? No. We're gonna break through the wall, don't you worry. Okay. So they just made the discovery. They're not actually, like, waiting down here. What's here? Oh. What?
A laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time.
What does that mean? Alchemy Laboratory. In the lab, you can transform mutagens taken from monsters into their basic forms. But you can transform mutagens taken from monsters into their basic versions. For example, you can turn a wraith mutagen into a lesser green. Oh, cool. You can upgrade basic mutagens into their more powerful versions using the alchemy panel if you find the right formula or formulae. You can also change mutagens' colors. That's cool. So, like, for example, like this. If we don't really need Earth Elemental Mutagen anymore because we made the decoction, but we need lesser blue mutagens, we can just change them. That's so cool. Especially how to get the red mutagens. It's going to be so useful. Oh, that's so cool that that's here. I love that. Corvo Bianco. Oh my god. This was a steal. What? And they gained an additional charge. Wait, so... Oh my god. I can just refill them here. I don't even have to meditate. That's so neat. I love that. That's so cool. Julius Gahevis. I am sorry. Julius's letter. To whomever finds this letter, my name's is Julius Bonji, and if you are reading these words, I am surely long dead. As befits one of my station and familial connections, I was sent to study at Barnard, the famed school for mages. Yet I was never to complete those studies. For the entire duration of my life, magic held but a weak hold over a soul ravished by a passion for organic alchemy. It was to that most wondrous of sciences I dedicated the most beautiful years of my life, and the table beside which you now most surely stand is the fruit of those labors of love. You're a fellow lover of alchemy. I hazard to guess you will be filled with rapture to behold my discovery. If, however, that marvelous science is unknown to you, please heed my advice. Drop this letter, step away from the table, and never return. The practice of alchemy by amateurs can lead to injury and even death. You know, I do like that he actually wrote that in there, because he's like, as much as he loves alchemy, he does recognize that it is dangerous, and if you don't know what you're doing, you will probably die. So don't do it. If you did not drop this letter after that last paragraph, you are no stranger to alchemy. Thus, I shall now reveal to you, in a few brief words, the fundaments of the alchemy table I designed. Leaving aside all unnecessary detail, my chief discovery consisted of a formula and tools allowing for the transmutation of mutagens taken from monsters into mutagens of the more common sort. I know this sounds highly unlikely, but I've proven with utmost certainty that this is possible. That's wild, though. The workings of this transmutation are simple. One must simply make use of the table which I designed. As an expert in the arcane art of alchemy, you certainly already know your way around such devices. If you are but an amateur, a member of the hoi polloi, who has by accident wandered into this abandoned place, back away, lest your ignorance do you grievous harm. You are surely asking yourself why I hid my discovery from the world, why I did not share my formula with the community of alchemists. Well, let us say I have forever been regarded as eccentric, aloof, and I have always believed it is pure chance and not men themselves that determine destiny. Furthermore, I have never sired offspring and have no desire to entrust my opus to a mere acquaintance. I thus concluded the best solution was to hide my table and trust that chance will, if my theory is correct, bring a man here who shall know how to make use of it, whom it shall delight, and to whom it will prove of great use. Whether I am right or wrong, time will tell. Use my gift wisely, and fare you well. Julius Banji, alchemist. Damn. So he discovered how to do this on his own, and it is an achievement. He created a system and the formulas and everything on how to turn monster mutagens into common mutagens. And he said he's not going to tell everybody about it. It's a bold move. It's a bold move, my guy.
Ow!
That is very cool. I love it, especially because, as I'm seeing this new skill tree, we're going to need some mutagens everywhere. I don't even know what these are going to require, but the fact that these ones require these means that that table is going to be incredibly useful. I can't wait. It's going to be great. I'm going to put the rest of the armor sets on there too.
BB, know anything about the laboratory in the cellar? One of the previous owners take an interest in alchemy?
A laboratory? Alchemy? I know nothing of it. But I understand that to a witcher this must be a very intriguing find.
It is. It was walled up. Equipment's pretty ancient too, so it must have belonged to someone who lived at Corvo Bianco before you started working here. Whoever it was sure knew their stuff, though. Got dragonglass vials and flasks, stills, sublimators, vengerometers.
Forgive me, sir, but I fear I don't follow.
Just saying, it's top-notch equipment. True masterpieces of craftsmanship for use in alchemy. Brewing a concoction with this stuff versus doing it over an open fire? Well, there's no comparison.
Then I am all the more delighted you discovered it, sir.
Well, I'm glad that you found it for yourself. That's good for you. Oh, we definitely got to play him in Gwent. Could you imagine if he has not heard of Gwent, though?
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
I like how he's totally cool with the whole us abbreviating him. It's great. Work on the house, the grounds. Okay, how much more can we do for the grounds?
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve.
What a splendidly wise idea. Now that the general refurbishment is done, why not see to the grounds? Perhaps renovate the stables, or return Madame Boleus's garden to its former verdancy?
Both. Both. Very much both.
You know Roach, my horse? Well, we've been through a lot together. And since I've finally got a decent place to stay, I think she deserves one too.
Oh, a sturdy stable testifies to a most honorable owner. Just say the word, and I'll have them start working on it at once.
It is true, though. Roach deserves it. 2,000. That's pennies.
My Roach deserves the best. Have them refurbish the stables.
I shall get to work at once. Yet finding workmen and completing construction takes time, though likely no more than 2 days.
That's still
Will you
quick.
be needing anything else, sir?
They're like finding people to do the work and then getting it done. And it's like, yeah, 2 days. Normally it would take like, several weeks. Several weeks. Maybe a month. It's like, sorry, it's gonna take 2 days. It's gonna take a while.
So,
Man.
sometimes I have to brew a potion, but I can't find the herbs I need growing anywhere nearby.
Well, you're in luck, sir. The flower garden, once kept by Madame Nina, Monsieur Boleus's wife, seems the ideal place to cultivate herbs. In fact, it's roomy enough to plant shrubbery.
Yes, let's do it. So, with the stable, we get a bonus to the horse's stamina. With the herb garden, we get the ability to sow herbs.
Good idea, Barnabas Basil. Herbs there will save me hours of painstaking searching and harvesting.
The idea is yours, sir. I am but the humble executor of your will. I believe we shall have sown the first seeds in 2 days' time. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
That's cool, because that's going to be like the herb garden that we found at Kaer Morhen. It's like super out of the way to the south. Like southeast-ish. And like we brought it back to life. And it was just like packed with herbs. So that's kind of cool that we're going to get another one. And it's actually in a place where we stay at. Like directly. It's like right down the street.
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
Indeed, momentum is best maintained once established. Now that we've finished the general renovations, you might begin to consider such things as a new bed, or additional armor stands, or weapon racks. Also, some new furnishings and a fresh coat of paint on the walls would do much to improve the guest quarters.
The guest quarters. Okay. Oh my god, there's so much. We got more armor stands. So, obviously, could put like out the Witcher gear sets and stuff like that, and the Witcher weapons on the weapon racks too.
Thinking about buying a comfortable bed. Always wanted one.
Excellent idea. In your profession, rest is supremely important. But say the word, and I shall order you a bed from the carpenters who craft comfort for the court.
Great, 1,000 easy money for a new bed. Geralt he does not get enough like proper sleep, let alone like in a comfortable bed. So you know what? We're gonna spoil.
Great. Order me a fine bed, please. Think I deserve one at my age.
True indeed, true indeed. I shall send a runner at once. The bet will be in place by this time tomorrow. Is there
Exceptional.
anything else you require, sir?
Yep, let's get another weapon rack in here.
Could use another weapon rack. Got some interesting pieces I'd like to display.
I know of a carpentry shop in town which crafts the humblest lumber into true masterpieces. You need but give the word.
Give the word. 2 racks. Hell yeah, let's go.
Fine. Order the racks.
Of course, at once. At most 1 day for them to arrive, is my estimation.
Great.
Is there anything else you require, sir?
Yep. Need some more armor stands too.
Along the path, I've often picked up well-crafted, beautifully ornamented armor. Some of those pieces would look great on display here.
I agree. It would lend the place a certain witch's air. Shall I order new stands at once, sir?
Oh yeah. 2 additional. Hell yeah, let's go.
Yes, just please make sure they're solidly made and nicely finished.
It goes without saying, sir. There is nothing worse than splendid armor upon a subpar stand.
See, he gets
By
it.
this time tomorrow, they shall be ready to display your finest finds. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Gonna have to really bump up that guest room.
Was wondering about the guest room. Not that I'm expecting company, but
Oh, but that is immaterial. All self-respecting homes should boast a comfortable guest room. What if someone were to drop by unannounced?
True, and it would be embarrassing for us to show them that. Let's not have that.
yeah, sooner we start on that the better.
I can tell a man of action immediately. I'll see to it myself. The room shall be ready in 2 days, in my opinion.
Great.
Is there anything else you require, sir?
No, I think we're good for now.
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
I'm gonna be outside for 2 days, so it's normal.
Errant? They're so heroic. We had to summon a witcher to do their work.
I mean, it seems to be that knights are different than the impression of what a knight would be. They are definitely more formal, more about the appearance and the virtues and all that, rather than slaying otherworldly monsters and creatures and very dangerous things. That is, even for a witcher, that's difficult. Like, realistically, like the amount of work that goes into a lot of that. Oh, jeez. Okay.
If I trust a woman, remember that.
Garden renovations have finished. Our new bed is inside. Okay, where's the stables? Where's the stables? Ooh. It's
A man who dare not
Hey, buddy.
float as far as the
You know what? It's better than it was. Though, Roach, you could be in here. This could be nice.
never so much as days pass.
Okay, let's look at the garden. The garden was not this way. The garden was over this way. That's right, yeah.
Women and chops. The more you
Look at
beat
that.
them, the better they are.
Welcome to the Corvo Bianco garden. Here you will find plants. You need to create dyes to change the color of gear in Witcher sets. Any plants you pick will grow back after a certain time. So we can craft the dye. And this place will let us... Ooh. Yeah, I'll just pick them now. That way they can grow back. Assume like yellow, whites, grays, purple. Purple looked... I think purple was a relic? It wasn't like relic color, it was like a really high rarity. Yeah. Right, and like these are just magic items, but this one is relic. So it's like purple. That's top tier. But hopefully that means with these, with Prin Grape and Wolfsbane, we can make purple really a lot easier. Oh. Heck yeah. Oh, I missed one. Nope, not gonna let that get away. And there's some up here too. This is lovely. This is the greenhouse. Here you will find the herbs you need to create mutagens or change their colors. and they'll grow back after sin. Oh, cool. So yeah, this is the one, because we have the one formula for right now that changes the mutagens from blue to green. So that's cool. And these help do that. The blue lotus flower. Interesting. Winter cherry. I don't think these were in the base game, right? Zare basil. This is great. I love this. This is awesome. I can see... You know what? I just see people just hanging out here. You know?
Those Coronata folk are worse.
Just take a break. Hang out around the cool house. Decide like the armor sets. Take some time just to go craft ones. Just to put them on display. That way we find paintings and all that.
Renovations coming along all right?
I am delighted to inform you we have completed our labors. You can now devote yourself to enjoying the vineyard's delights to the fullest. You must forgive me my temerity, sir, but I thought with all the work on Corvo Bianco completed, and with the estate looking more beautiful than ever, it might be appropriate to commemorate the moment.
Oh, we should celebrate, don't have time. There's always time to celebrate.
Sure, why not?
During the tidying that preceded the renovations, I came across a bottle of Sapramento, the 1250 vintage. I cannot say by what miracle it survived, but it is here. And we've course to open it today.
Yo. Hell yeah.
He ran straight into the crowd, burning bouquet in hand. All thought it a part of the performance, so they only laughed, even when the decor began to catch fire. It was not until the flames engulfed Baron Mahevkin's beard that folk began to realize something was amiss and went to put out the fires.
Sounds like Monsieur Bolius and Madame Nina threw some first-rate balls here.
It was so. In this regard, Baron Rossel was decidedly more reserved.
So tell me, Barnabas Basil, what's the wine situation like here? Am I going to produce any this year?
This year is out, I fear, sir. Last autumn, a fungus destroyed all the vines. Baron Rossel had new ones planted, but it will be some time before they start bearing fruit. Assuming that is, the fungus does not reappear.
That'd be bad. This Sapramento got me dreaming. It's amazing.
Isn't it, though? Allow me to top you off, sir. There.
Thanks.
Geralt's even thinking like, you know what? I could do wine. I could make wine. Let's grow wine. Grow wine. Oh my god. But, you know. Oh, is he out? Are you sleepy? Sleepy BB. History of Corvo Bianco.
I've scissored my fingers near to shreds.
Okay. Corvo Bianco's origins have been lost to the mists of time. We have only a bare legend about the vineyard being founded by the owner of the Pomerol estate's son, who had been disinherited and exiled with only a Carvenaire sapling to his name. Oh, geez. Okay. Starting off strong. Modern history of Corvo Bianco begins with Master Bolius, who settled in the vineyard in his elder years. As a young man, Bolius had headed a division of sappers which fought in the far north. For his service, he was made a noble and awarded a great deal of coin. He took to rebuilding Corvo Bianco with great zeal. He dedicated the most energy to planting a beautiful garden for his wife, thus starting the craze for the use of herbs which swept Toussaint at the time. After his wife, Bolius' second love was the olive tree, which is why he planted a great many of them all over Corvo Bianco. When Bolius' wife died, life lost its savor for him, and he began to think constantly about death. He sold his estate to Count Crespi, and the very day he signed the last piece of paperwork, he died. Damn, that's sad. That's depressing. But he got the money. He came out here. He rebuilt Corvo Bianco. He literally created a garden for his wife. And then that literally, like, the use of herbs started because of him doing this. That's really cool. And then his wife died, and then he kind of just didn't have anything after that. It's really sad. It is. What's our bed look like? Damn. Damn, that's nice. That's a nice bed. Can we sit in it? Yes, let's sit. Oh, does that mean we unlocked all of them? Yo, bombs and potions gain an additional charge. Roach's stamina increased by 100% for an hour. Same with the experience bonus. And the vitality is 1,000 for 2 hours. Hell yeah. Does that apply all 4? No, it's only 3. So says the duration is 120 minutes. Do I have to rest for that long as well? Interesting. Or maybe the other buff doesn't show up. I'm just gonna rest for like way longer and just see. Because if it's still only the 3, okay, so the other one is just kind of invisible. That's fine. I am very interested to figure out what these trophies are. Because we have a lot of places to put them. Do I want to hang that somewhere? What's in... Oh. What? Wait a second. Books. Wait, is this everything that we have? Did they just take all of the everything? I just, like, that's the whole thing. Like, it just took all the letters and books and everything and just have it organized? It's not really organized because it's still random, but maybe in the order we... No? I don't know what the organization is. All I know is it's all here. But that's really cool. And these are all the books. Fascinating. That's so cool. Okay. Okay. Alright, this is badass. Okay, so that's the new armor stand. This is the new weapon rack. I'm not gonna display random ones. I honestly want to keep using Iris for as long as possible. But I'm feeling like eventually soon there's gonna be a stronger weapon. Even though God, I love it. It's so cool. But yes, I will be putting it on a rack the second we end up getting a stronger weapon. And of course, this set will go on a rack as well. Maybe that one. I don't know. But we'll see. I think for right now, I think we've basically got this whole place is set up real nice. Real nice. The fact that we got all this utility here is such a cool thing that they didn't have to do. And it wouldn't have, like... I don't think it would have detracted. Because we're... The whole base game, like, we're used to having this... Like, we're used to not having this kind of utility. But, like, giving us a
Just
place,
take to work as they take to dance
right?
and drink.
like, we get our own place, we have a bed, and staying in that bed provides a benefit over just meditating. And then we have our sharpening table, we have our sharpening stone and our armor table. So literally, there is always a benefit of continuously coming back here. And then we have the alchemy table downstairs that can not only do the mutagen change, but we have the one right next to it that can replenish all of our stuff. Which, thinking about it, it's like, oh, we can just meditate to replenish. True. But if we meditate, our buffs go away. But if we go to the table, we keep them. So it is such a benefit to keep coming back here. On top of the fact we have the garden that gives us the dyes. Or the ability to make dyes. The ingredients to make dyes. And then the greenhouse and everything. This is just so cool. It's very cool. Oh, I promise, like, when the number of you that were throwing out, go to Corvo Bianco before you continue with the main story, I was like, yes, Corvo Bianco, ASAP, that's the next one, promise. And god damn it, was it worth it? Holy shit, hell yeah. And we will be doing this one, but I want to go through some of these side quests first. And we got these contracts. But also, we have all these notice boards that, in a way, I feel like we should really take the time to go around to. So here's something. I'm possibly, when I get the time, when I get the window to, I'm gonna go back to the old world. I'm gonna go find some places of power, get some more skill points, so that we can really utilize that new, the mutagen skill tree. And then you guys let me know if you think it's better to run around the continent real quick and get all of the notice boards, or just kind of go to them when we get close. That makes any sense. And then we got other stuff we got to do too. But this one is way out here. So on the bright side, we're not going to accidentally trigger this one to start. So that's good. Happy about that. But yeah, we haven't even been out here. I'm sure something's going to drag us out here. It's too interesting looking to not. So, yes. And also, it was requested we should read about Regis. Just real quick, just a little bit. Emil Regis Rohelik Terzif Godfrey or Godfrey. Okay. Geralt traced Sir Milton's murderer with mad intensity. How this chase ended stands as clear witness to the fact Geralt was facing a highly dangerous foe. The killer led Geralt to an old warehouse where it set a trap for him. A fight ensued, and at a crucial moment, Geralt was saved by Regis, a higher vampire and old friend. Here I must explain that years ago, Regis had joined Geralt's band of fellow travelers, of which I was a proud part, and set off with us in search of Ciri. Together, we lived through many fascinating adventures, and Regis proved himself a loyal friend. The kind you can trust with your life. Sadly, the expedition ended tragically for Regis. He was killed by Vigelvorts, who reduced him to nothing more than a wet stain. Sucks. That was rough. But it is cool that he does give off that, sort of like really trustworthy friend. Like, if he's on your side, or... Because even though Detlef is doing a lot of terrible shit, and he's causing problems, and we're hunting him, Regis is still like, hold on. He has a reason for what he's doing. We just gotta figure out what that is. He's not dumb. He's not erratic. He's not just going out burning the town. He's a method for why he's doing what he's doing. Right? So he's kind of looking out for Detlef, but at the same time, he's also, helping us. So it's, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. That's my whole point. Hence the Witcher's immense surprise at encountering his old friend. After all, he had seen Regis die with his own eyes. But the thing is, it was not Regis's final death, nor even his first. As a young man, Regis had been a bit of a free spirit and overindulged in the drinking of blood. This lifestyle led him to being butchered by angry villagers. Regenerating from that took him 50 years. Oh my god. Or nearly no time at all for an immortal. When he was back in full health, he kicked the habit of blood drinking for good. That's interesting how that happened. Okay, so... yeah, because we learned from our conversation with Regis, that vampires will literally regenerate from anything. It just takes time. Unless they're killed by another vampire. If it's not another vampire, they'll regenerate. It just takes time. Obviously, in this instance, took him 50 years, which, yeah, to somebody who has literally infinite time, 50 years really is nothing. But to us, 50 years is like, well, I mean, that's like half of your life. That's like half of time, right? But that's interesting. When he came back, full health, he stopped drinking blood. How he manages that, I don't know. I don't know if we'll find out. But that's interesting. For years, we'd all thought he was gone forever. Yet there he was, standing in front of Geralt in that dockside warehouse. Regis explained that he had regenerated, come to Toussaint, to find Detlef, a friend. Oh. Such were the dramatic circumstances bringing Regis and Geralt together again in Beauclair. They did not have long to enjoy their reunion, however. They could hear others approaching, and Regis, not wanting to risk an encounter with angry humans, agreed to meet back up with Geralt at the cemetery, where he had made an altogether comfortable temporary home for himself. Geralt found Mère Lachelongue. Cemetery, and the crypt where Regis not only lived, but it also managed to set up a well-equipped alchemist workshop. They began to confer. Regis explained he believes his friend had become implicated in some serious trouble. When they figured out that they had overlapping goals, they decided to join forces and together seek out the vampire Detlef, better known in the duchy as the Beast of Beauclair. Geralt also learned how it was Regis had returned to the world of the living. He had been helped by none other than the very one they sought, Detlef. In light of this, Regis insisted they find a peaceful solution to the Detlef problem. Geralt and Regis decided that an aid was needed to find Detlef. A certain potion called resonance. To brew it, Regis needed some bodily tissue from the object of their pursuit. Luckily, Geralt had earlier found a dismembered hand belonging to the murderer. Yep, found his hand. He regenerated his hand, but his hand still stayed fine. But another ingredient needed to brew resonance was saliva, or the salivary glands, from a spotted white. Having discovered that one such creature resided nearby, Regis sent the Witcher to hunt it down. Even though spotted whites should have been extinct, there is still one. And why? That's the real question, right? Why? But yeah, right? Like he just made his how living space in the cemetery, set up an alchemy lab. Um or was it yeah. Just it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting once we go do that and how this all is happening. Right? Just like the Beast of Bouclair is actually just a vampire. Which okay, you know what? That is something that I was got me thinking, right? And I know a number of people were thinking the same thing too, because I read all your guys' comments, I promise. Just like the way they changed the vampire, I don't want to say like the vampire hierarchy, but um where is it? Where's our boy? So Regis is a higher vampire. Same thing as Detlef. These guys are higher vampires. And the way that they talked about higher vampires in Blood and Wine so far is very different to the way higher vampires were talked about in the base game. Now, where is he? Think this is the guy. Yeah, this is him. This is the one I was thinking of, right? Okay. So Hubert. The whole thing is he's basically running the morgue. He was the coroner, and his partner was like this elder man who, the way he talked about it, he was the apprentice to Hubert, which was like, that's weird, right? How is he the apprentice if he's older? And it's like, like anybody could be an apprentice, right? But just the way he talked about it, it was just like something was off, like immediately that early on. So it ended up being, spoilers for the quest, he was a vampire. He was a vampire the whole time, and he was a higher vampire, which is why he doesn't, well, obviously he's not like an Ekimara or anything. He's a higher vampire. He still could transform and everything, but his level of higher vampire is different than the higher vampire that were introduced in Blood and Wine. And it's interesting because, I mean, obviously maybe they're upping it. It's like a retcon probably to like really put higher vampires on the threat level they should be, which is very concerning, you know, and not just like just a really strong vampire, but like they're a next level vampire, you know, not just a really old one or just a really strong one, you know. But anyway, I don't want to drag this on anymore. So next episode, we got stuff to do. So let me know about the notice boards, how you guys think we should approach that. And then yeah, we got some side quests and some other stuff to do before we continue on the main quest, which I'm excited to see a spotted white. What is that going to be? But seriously, thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you for watching us together. We rebuilt Corvo Bianco to be the pride it should be. Now, I feel like we've maxed out. I think like we really set it up. I do wish we could do more. You know, I wish we could do more. Because that would be such a cool thing, just to like continuously building up like layers of it. Even if it was like changing the appearances. If you could change the color of the paint, that would just be a cool little thing, right? But anyway, that's me. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, thank you all for pushing Corvo Bianco this early on. And, yeah. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.